be fine, just give me a sec to get these thoughts out of my head. 'Cause I could deny it, could try to hide it, but it's crushing me from the inside out. Wanna let it rip, wanna scream and shout. I want you to see just what you've done to me, but I don't want you to know what you could do to me. So I play the fool, but you're just being cruel, and now I shut my mouth. I know where myself out. You're wearing me 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 down. Just scared to make a sound. I hold in, and you always win. It's crushing me from the inside out. Wanna let it rip, wanna scream and shout. I want you to see just what you've done to me, but I don't want you to know what you could do to me. So I play the fool, but you're just being cruel, and now I shut my mouth. Got a wicked sense of humor, yeah, it's dark to the core, and it only makes me like you more. You don't care that I'm crazy, you don't care that I'm rude. You seem to like me better with a bad attitude. No, I don't get bored, yeah, I always have fun. I give you every second that I have under the sun. 'Cause I don't like wasting my time if I waste it on you. No, I don't like whatever you like, I don't care what we do. I just want one more minute, one more second in my day, chilling like a villain with my best mates. So I don't like wasting my time if I waste it on you. Every minute's like a second, and like that we lose a day. Let me show you make the time fly away. Every minute we're together, I just can't help but smile. I love how you have fun in your weird sense of style. No, I don't feel lost, yeah, I always feel at home. Since you came along, I know I'll never be alone. 'Cause I don't like wasting my time if I waste it on you. No, I don't like whatever you like, I don't care what we do. I just want one more minute, one more second in my day, chilling like a villain with my best mates. No, I don't like wasting my time if I waste it on you. From Cornwall to Nice, from those romance, that beach, from that sunset, that jet set, these rings or gravel streets, spending all day in the sun or a late night in the pub where they get dressed up or messed up. It's you I wanna see, it's you I wanna see, it's you I wanna see. tragic hero. I wasted too many wishes on you. Now you draw your arrow. I know just what you're trying to do. Misery loves company. I guess that's why I only see you when I'm sad. If it can't be misery, I guess it's gonna have to be. You're gonna make me mad. Why can't we just get along? Why can't you just be wrong for once? Go ahead and fire. You won't hit me where I'm staying.
Hello, hello, everybody. Oh, wait, one sec. I left the reverb on, so you got a slightly spookier hello than I was actually planning to give you. Right. Hello, everybody. Welcome to this Halloween stream. I'm hoping that I will be going out at the moment. We'll see. I'm waiting for the... Oh, there's the preview. Do let me know. Oh, because it's fallen down. The sheet behind me has fallen down. I didn't spot that. It hadn't fallen down when I set up the stream, and now it's fallen down. Ignore the bit of wall above my head. Just ignore it. Can I, There we go. Now it's gone. There we go. I hope I'm going out all right, but the internet does not seem to want to play ball tonight. It's a Saturday, of course. I always forget this. Streaming in this room is a nightmare, because on a Saturday, when everyone everywhere is using the internet, it's not gonna like this, is it? So we will have to see how this actually winds up going, and if it winds up working or not. So do let me know if you can hear and see me. I can see and hear you. That's good. It's good. You can see and hear me. I'm just getting circles, so I won't know if the stream drops out. So if at any point you have any issues, do let me know, so I can at least let you know that I can see you still. I can see your messages, and I understand there is an issue. The pixelation looks really spooky. But that does mean that you can't see my makeup, and I put a lot of effort into my makeup. It's alright, you'll see it in the video that goes up tomorrow, so I'm not too fussed if you see it now, because it's a bit ruined now, not gonna lie. And I don't have the contacts in anymore. It looks way better with the black contacts I had in earlier. But for obvious reasons of I need to be able to see, I can't wear the contacts now. Oh, I've gone black and white. Gone black and white on my end. Interesting. That's super spooky. But yeah, so hopefully at some point it will clear up enough that you can see the makeup, because I did put effort into my appearance, as I always do on Halloween. You guys know me. I love a Halloween costume. And unfortunately, I will just say, disclaimer now, I know I said a bunch of things we were going to do in this stream, but I planned them all a bit too late, and because of that I didn't actually get around. So there is no quiz in today's stream, because I simply did not have time to create a quiz. What with my Inktober challenge and trying to finish the Bad People song for tomorrow. I might try and see if I can play you a bit of a preview, if I can set it up and play you a bit of a preview of the Bad People song, how it's currently sounding. It's not really ready for a debut yet, but I might play how it currently sounds. It needs a bit more work this evening, though, so I didn't want to do like a full debut thing when it's not really ready. Images settled down. Okay, that's good. So we will instead have a general spooky fun stream where we chat all things horror and all that fun stuff. And next year, I promise, I now have loads of ideas for what I'm going to do over Halloween. So next year, Halloween should be a bit less chaotic, in that I know I'm going to do this Inktober challenge again, I think, because I quite enjoyed doing this. That was quite fun. And I will have a special Halloween song prepped that I think I'm going to write another Halloween song again next year. I think writing a Halloween song is something I'm going to do every year from now on. And we'll have that every year. And we will have a big stream where we have a Halloween-related quiz, and I will have a prize for it. That's what we'll do next year. If I ask you guys what you want me to do on Halloween, remind me that I have 3 things already planned and that I don't need any more and that I just need to do those things. Because I know I'll forget. I'll say, oh, we'll have a Halloween stream with a quiz and, you know, I'll do the Inktober thing again. We'll have a Halloween song each year. And I'll forget. And I'll wind up trying to come up with some stupid cover idea or something again. And wind up with three different ideas I'm trying to execute all at the same time, none of which I execute well because I just didn't frickin' pick one. Anyway, disclaimer rant section of the stream is out the way. So far it's just you, Andy, I think. It's just you and the mother in the chat. We'll see if anybody else shows up. I also forgot to post until quite late in the day today and I forgot to post at all this week. I kept thinking I should post about the stream this week. But I didn't have a thumbnail. And I kept thinking, oh, I should try and do my makeup just to do a thumbnail. And then again, didn't get around to it. Next year will be more organised because we will have the plans in advance. But what we are going to do in this stream is we're going to have some songs. We're going to have a little chat and just some general fun. And I'm going to go through all of the songs that I wrote for the Inktober prompts and tell you why I wrote what I wrote and which ones I like and which ones I think have turned out really not very good at all. And maybe who knows, maybe next year one of these will end up being be the Halloween song. I think I will revisit some of them. Anyway, I'm going to start off by just playing a couple of the regular tunes, I think, while we wait and see if anybody else spots that the stream is happening and pops in. Because I don't want to get the full stream underway if people are still on their way. Yes, you do. Well, you don't even need to talk me out of future crazy Halloween ideas. You just need to remind me that I already have 3 and that I actually just need to do those 3 rather than think, oh, I need to do something for Halloween. What am I going to do? You already have 3 ideas this time. You have 3 ideas. Just remind me. You've already got 3 things planned. You got your stream with your quiz. You got your Inktober thing. And write a Halloween song. That's Halloween every year from now on. That's what we're doing. I'm not allowed to try and do anything else because I already have plans. Right. Let's make a start with a bit of Somewhere South of Paradise, I think we'll start with. This is the problem with costumes, is that they quite often have hazardous things for playing guitar. Ripples in the water, soothe my soul, slowing my heartbeat, restoring control. Watch the sunlight dance from the safety of the shed. As above me, the sound of the passing train starts to fade. Here by the riverside, somewhere south of paradise ending. Here in my solitude, I am 16. Rushing of the water is all I can hear. In the cool summer air, everything seems clear. As the sun drifts behind the clouds, no longer feel any doubt. Here by the riverside, somewhere south of paradise ending. solitude. I am 16, blue, freely. Here by the riverside, my somewhere down the paradise now. Let me, here on my island in the river, under the tall stream. No one comes as and no one bothers me. Showing leaves down on my head, and the birds stand the bridge over. The trees went down to kiss the world, so let me go, let me go, let me go. Here by the riverside, somewhere south of paradise, solitude, I am 16, freely. Here by the riverside, my somewhere down the paradise now. Let me, here by the riverside, somewhere south of paradise. Da da da. Am I still going out all right? Still, because I noticed I had a bit of a dropout in the middle then, I think, and I don't know if that was a dropout you guys had as well, or if everything is still good on your end. Get the hair out from under my headphones. That looks promising. We got some emojis from Andy. That always looks promising when we get emojis through. Oh, thank you. Right. I think we're 15 minutes in. I think I'm going to make a start on the main substance of our stream this evening. And hopefully some more people will pop in. I reckon because I'd forgotten to post about it before, people have probably forgotten that I mentioned that I'd be streaming tonight. I think I mentioned it in my YouTube video last week that I put out on Sunday. Yeah, that went up on Sunday, didn't it? I think that's the I think that's the only time I've mentioned it in the last week or so. Oops. Because I got so caught up in doing everything. So hopefully people will see the posts and they will pop in. But if not, then we shall enjoy this and they can catch up later, can't they? But yeah, I think I'm going to make a start of going through my Inktober songs. So obviously, you guys all know this, but just for the benefit of anybody who might stumble upon the stream later and not know what I'm going on about, I have been putting up songs that I've written from the Inktober prompts. The Inktober prompts are like, if you're an artist, you'll know that every year people participate in a 31-day drawing challenge called Inktober. There's like an official Instagram that puts up the prompts for people, and you get one word prompts, and you got to draw a little ink drawing of some sort. I was doing the main Inktober challenge as well, and you may have noticed that I wound up having to give up on that because I basically just 3 days in a row I didn't manage to draw anything, and after that I thought, can I be bothered trying to catch up? And I thought, no, I'll try again next year, and I'll actually plan for it next year. Like when the prompts go up, I'll actually start planning pictures in advance, and I'll make sure that I'm not working as much, so that I've got plenty of time to do all the stuff I want to do for Halloween next year. But I also set myself this crazy challenge to write a song for every single one of the Inktober prompts, and to write a song every 5 days or 6 days for the last one, using the previous 5 days prompts in the lyrics of the song. So we've gotten some quite cool songs out of it, I think, and we've also gotten some pretty rubbish ones, I think, and some pretty weird ones. But we've gotten quite a few quite cool ones. And I'm going to try and play them all for you now, obviously, because I wrote them, recorded them, and then basically didn't look back at them after they were recorded because I had to move on to the next ones. I've given the older ones a bit of a run through to try and remind myself how they went. I think I remember how every single one of these goes, but I may have to get TikTok up and just play it for you if I forget how one goes. But we're just going to go through them and have a little chat about why I wrote the song I did, because I thought that could be, because there are a few where I thought, oh, I'd like to tell people a bit about why I wrote it like this, because you can't explain it in a sentence, but I didn't want to do like a whole explanation-y video as well on top of the others, because that'd be so much editing. So I thought I'll do it in stream, and then I can crop bits of this stream and then pop it up on my socials and stuff if people want to know about some of the songs with my amazing makeup on my face. I just know I've seen pictures. I've seen myself in the when I was doing my selfie, and I saw how much my eye makeup has just sort of started to evaporate around my eyes. So I know that I'm gonna look a bit interesting in this footage. Anyway, let's make a start. Day 1. Ooh, that reverb created an echo. Then day 1, the prompt was crystal, and I think this is one of my favourites. This is one of I'll try and do a top 5 when I'm done, like list off the 5 I think will turn out the best, but I think this is probably in the running. I quite liked this one. So it goes like this. Stars in your eyes, you've been hypnotized, and you're helpless to resist, so go. Rainbow skies, is this paradise, trapped inside these crystal walls, when you see yourself reflected like you, tell me what would you do? The light breaks up inside this crystal prism, this beautiful prison. It's not so easy to say what's true. Oh, it's right in front of you. Is it a trick of the light or a glimpse of the truth? Oh. Da-da-da. I just cannot get my thing at the right height tonight. There you go. That's Crystal. That's the song I wrote for the Crystal prompt. And again, I really like that one. I think it's turned out quite well. So I sort of approached it as I was writing the song. I was coming up with lyrics, and I realised that as I was writing it, it sort of felt like I was telling a story of a toxic relationship. And specifically, like I've had friendships specifically in the past with people who were not very nice people, pretty toxic, horrible people. And sometimes I would find that there were certain things in one particular friend where I would see they would change who they were around you, and you'd see some of the worst bits of you reflected back at you in somebody. So I decided to go with that, as some of the lyrics were like bringing those sort of thoughts out. So I went with that sort of idea of a crystal prism actually being this prison of a bad relationship where it's bad and you can kind of see it's bad, but you can't tell because there's all these beautiful bits of the relationship as well. Like this, you meet the person at first and they're fun and they're great, but it's you can't see past the illusion that the crystal has created. Artsy fartsy stuff and like that. But yeah, no, that was the idea that I was going with for that song, and I think it really quite works. I don't think there's any lyrics, because there's a few of these where there's stuff that I would rejig in them, but I don't think there's anything in that one that I would rejig. I think I'd just take it and I'd turn it into a longer song, because I think it works really well. Pat myself on the back there a little. But no, I really like that one. Anywho, on to day 2. Day 2 was much less dark. Day 2's prompt was suit. This was a very fun one. Strong shoulders, double cuff, pinstripe, bright girl in the eye-catching type, a flared trouser, a messy bow by design. Oh, 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 you know she knows exactly what this all do. Oh, 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 you know she knows she looks so good in a suit. Very short one, that one. Very quick, innit? Am I still going out all right? Just want to check, because there's not been any activity in the chat for a bit, and just double checking that everything is... Let me know if it's all still going out all right. But yeah, that one's really short and really fun. It's basically, it's the chord, it's one of my go-to fun chords. Like, whenever I end up writing an upbeat song, I quite often end up going to A, G, D every time. I really need to find another upbeat chord progression to fall back on, because I keep falling back on that one. You get into habits with chord progressions like that. Some of those Inktober prompt songs have been cool and definitely worth a longer. Yeah. There's the good thing about a little challenge like this is because it forces you to do something every single day. You wind up with some that actually work out, and you wind up with some not so great ones, some naff ones. But because you're forced to sit down and write, the creative juices I found just started flowing because they had to. I think I actually work extremely well when I give myself that sort of time pressure of you've just got to do this. You've got to write a song today. There you go. By the end of the day, you have to have a song done. So something comes out. And then, if you're not that happy with it, you can just go back and mess with it and fix it up a bit. Like, there are a few here that I think have potential that aren't as good and that I would not have put out if I wasn't doing the challenge. I wouldn't have put them up straight away. But that I could go back to now and fiddle with and turn into something better. And then there are others that are pretty great. This suit one I think is all right. I think it's good, and I know a lot of people liked that one when I put it up because it was quite fun. But I think it's a bit boring. Personally, I think it's a bit samey. It sounds like a lot of stuff I've done before. So I'll probably try and change it up just to make it sound a bit different. Or maybe I wouldn't, and then I'd just give it to somebody else to do. Just drop my pick. Oopsie. But yeah, so I like that one, but I'm not as loved up with that one. I think it's quite cute and fun, but I would probably revisit it a bit and make it a bit more interesting. Anyhow, on to day number 3. Day number three, loads of people really liked. I was surprised by this one. That this one caught a few people's eyes, which was nice, but I wasn't expecting it. You're so empty inside. Day 3 was Vessel, by the way. Day 3, the prompt was Vessel, and this is the song I wrote. You're so empty inside. You have nothing that can fill you with pride. You're just let's try that again. You're so empty inside. You have nothing that can fill you with pride. You're just frightened, so all you do is hide. You're so empty, so you fill yourself up with just something you can buy yourself and stuff, make a new you with every new friend you pick up. 'Cause you're just a vessel, taking all the traits of whoever's closest to you. You're just a vessel. You're just a vessel. So you no longer know which you is true. An empty vessel, just waiting for something to possess you. I wasn't quite as keen on that one, so I was quite shocked when people liked that one as much as they did, because I thought this one was a bit I didn't think it was terrible, but I thought like, it's not one that I would necessarily put up if it weren't for the challenge. So I was quite shocked because quite a few people actually liked and commented on that one on TikTok, and it did pretty well in comparison to some of the others that I thought would do really well. But this one was one that a lot of people really liked. I think I said in the caption for it, I said this was a bit of a call out to myself. This one, 'cause I went with the sort of concept of a person being empty inside, and just sort of as it says in the song, taking on traits of the people around you. 'Cause it was something I noticed in myself that throughout a lot of my late teens, early 20s, I made a lot of really toxic friends, as I was able to write about, and I've written a lot of songs about those toxic friends. And a big part of why I made friends and friendships that were so toxic wasn't just because those people weren't nice people, because they weren't. A lot of the people I made friends with, I'm going to say it, they weren't nice people. But also because I couldn't even really make friends with the nice people in a healthy way, 'cause I was just sort of making these weird friendships where I was never really completely being myself. I guess the lyrics resonate with people. Yep. I think a lot of people maybe related to it a bit. But yeah, I wasn't really being myself in those friendships. I was taking on whatever traits I saw in them that I thought like I had a bit of, and I would like exaggerate that and play up to it, and it was just exhausting all the time. I don't think I do that as much anymore. So it's sort of a call out to my old self of how empty I think I was back then. And I don't think I'm like that anymore. I think I'm a lot more people always used to think I didn't care what people thought, and like I was very sure of myself. It was weird that people thought I was more sure of myself then, and I feel like people think I'm less sure of myself now. It's like, I'm more sure of myself now. It's just that I also, I'm not shy. I'm not talking to you because I have nothing I want to say to you. Like, I used to not talk that much because I was shy, yeah. But I'm not shy now. If I have nothing to say, I won't say anything. So, yeah, I think that is a bit of a call-out one to my older self. But I'm not that keen on that one. I think it's okay, but I would revisit it maybe and make it a bit different. This one's another one of my faves. Are we on 4? I'm going to lose count consistently throughout this. I'm going to need you guys to remind me what number we're on each time. Yeah, we're in day 4. The prompt was not, and I really liked this song. And this one I don't think I remember doing as well. And I was quite disappointed because this one is good, thank you very much. You guys should appreciate this one because I like this one. Yeah, I was very, very pleased with myself with this one. Tongue tied, your stomach's in knots, you're all tangled up in my own. I'm just gonna need to take this off so I can actually hear myself. Tongue-tied, stomachs in knots, you're all tongue-tied, stomachs in knots, I'm all tangled up in my own twisted thoughts. It's funny, the image fits it so well when you've been through hell. Well, I feel like a necklace that somebody found in the bottom of a truck, and they might just throw out 'cause it's a lost cause. How you ever gonna undo all those knots that's so tight? Oh, well, I think you just might be better off if you just cut it all off. I don't think I ever thought about how to end it properly, though. Hey, yep, I was really proud of this one. Same here. You're relating to me being empty there, are you, Andy? Growing with confidence. I think most people grow with confidence as they get older. I'm always suspicious of people who are really young and really confident, like who have that confidence from a young age, because I feel like only 2 types of people are confident when they're young. One, either they're extremely well adjusted, like really, really well-adjusted people who had like idyllic childhoods, and that I find those people suspicious, just 'cause. Or they're, you know, they're just arrogant. And I don't think I've met anybody who was that confident that young who wasn't one of those two, who wasn't either they literally just, you know, they're that well-adjusted, or they're actually not a kind of person you actually really want to be around because they're arrogant and they're not very nice, and the confidence is overconfidence. It's not actual confidence, it's overconfidence. Anyway, not song. I think the reason I like this one so much is because it's in that style I've been writing in a lot lately. Like, not just the, like, I know I've been doing that on guitar, like, loads. I've written so many songs recently. Pluck, slap, or those are my two go-tos at the moment. I do know that. I have recognised that I started doing that a lot. I used to do like this a lot. Stuff like that. Just single strums, and then you get like... And I still do that a lot, but I know it's got my go-to guitar at the moment in it. But I also think it's in that style of the way I've been writing lyrics and melodies lately, because I've been trying to mess with, you know, making melodies not necessarily start where you expect them to, having them almost start in the middle of where you're expecting more of a pause in that. Good evening, Emma. Good evening. No problem, Daniel. We will not hold it against you. It's lovely to have you. Welcome to the stream. We're just running through all of the Inktober songs and what I wrote them about, and what I like about them or not. But yeah, so I've been messing around with melodies like that, and it's got those sort of melodies in it where it's like melodies that run into each other in a slightly unnatural way, but feels like you're talking. I like doing melodies where it feels like I'm just talking to you, because that's the kind of music I quite like listening to, which is why I quite liked early Ed Sheeran, and I don't like a lot of his newer stuff, because early Ed Sheeran, he did a lot of that folky style of singing like he was talking to you. And I like a lot of artists who do that sort of thing. That's why I like Lucy Spraggan as well, because she does that quite a bit in her songs. And I like messing with that sort of melody, and I really wanted to do that in this song because I thought it would work quite well. So I'm quite proud of it, because I think it sounds quite interesting because of that. Even though it's quite simple, it sounds quite interesting. And I think I'm definitely going to revisit that one, because I think it's also very me, innit? It sounds like a me song, that one. Sounds like something I put out. Some of these I don't think sound like something I put out, but that one I think does. Right, day number 5. Day number 5's prompt was Raven, so I wrote something very dark and Halloweeny. Dark wings fly. It helps if I turn the guitar down. Now I'm not doing anything quiet, doesn't it? Dark wings are flying overhead, watching you everywhere you tread. Oh, dark eyes everywhere you go, everywhere you go. The raven knows night falls, the days grow cold, and every tale you've been told. Try it again, sorry. Dark wings are flying overhead, watching you everywhere you tread. Oh, dark eyes everywhere you go, everywhere you go. The raven knows night falls, the days grow cold, and every tale that you've been told comes true. And now it's haunting you, 'cause dark wings are flying overhead, watching you everywhere you tread. Oh, dark eyes everywhere you go, everywhere you go. The raven knows, oh, oh, oh. Everywhere you go, the raven knows, oh, oh, oh. Everywhere you go, the raven knows. I quite like that one. I'm definitely going to revisit that one, I think. I don't think it's the best of them. I think it's pretty generic, pretty, you know, it's got nothing fancy going for it. But I think it sounds quite cool, and I could definitely expand that out into a cool, like, goth rock, folky sounding goth rock. I think I put some violins on it, and I couldn't see me releasing that necessarily unless I put it on my Halloween album I really want to do. But like I could definitely see that becoming the kind of song that I could maybe try and see if any bands want, because that would sound quite cool with a full band behind it, I think. you know, some nice electric guitar on it, a violin, or, you know, a cello. But yeah, I remember joking that I've been watching. We were rewatching Game of Thrones, and I remember joking that I got Game of Thrones vibes from it, because Raven just makes me think of Game of Thrones now, because it's just what I associate it with over and over. And I do think it's a bit Game of Thronesy, that. Anyway, nothing much to say about that one because it is pretty simple. On to the first of the using the 5 prompts in one song. This was the first 5 with Crystal, Soup, Vessel, Knot and Raven in it, was what it had to have in it. I wrote this on the tram. Fun fact, I wrote this on the tram the day that I decided to do this challenge. I was sat in work thinking about how I wanted to do this, and I started on that Crystal song, and the main one I really started on was this first of the 5, which is what made me decide to do the 5 one as well as just the writing a song every day from the prompts. That's what made me decide to do the extra level of crazy to the challenge rather than just do 1 level of crazy. I did 2. Mainly just because I started writing this song and I thought, I want to put it up. So I have to do all of them now. But yeah, this is what I came up with for it. He's got those crystal eyes, silver tongue, telling lies, charcoal silk ties. He's got that raven hair, he talks, it's all I air. He puts a knot in your stomach with that knowing stare. You're not better than a trust snake charmer. You know you don't need what you're selling. He's just a vessel, yeah, it's up to you there. And you're kidding yourself if you think that he'll care. It feels weird just doing short bursts of singing and then having to stop. It feels like I'm not. Well, they're not finished songs. But yeah, that was the first one of those that I did. That's another one I think has potential that I don't know if I would necessarily put out or if I would try and shop it to somebody, you know. But I definitely think I'll revisit that one and stretch it out because again, it's pretty simple. It's not like. I don't think it's groundbreaking songwriting or anything. I don't think a lot of them are groundbreaking songwriting, but I think it works. I don't really know what it's about because I just sort of came up with the phrases, and it's not really about any one person or thing or anything. I don't know anyone that this song would actually describe. I don't think I know anybody who wears charcoal suits and silk ties. Don't know anyone that rich for nice silk ties. I don't know anyone with raven hair or crystal eyes. No, there's a made-up person. That the lyrics just fitted. Anyway, on to day number 6. Day number 6 was Spirit. Took me ages to come up with something for this one because at first I thought I was going to end up writing a ghost song. I've actually got. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see this, but you can probably see scribbled out at the top there. There's a ghost song that I started at the top there that I scribbled out and I started over because I originally thought I was going to write a song about a ghost because spirit, you know, ghosts. But it just wasn't working. I just couldn't. Halloween season, I couldn't come up with anything ghosty that I actually liked. I did come up with something ghosty in the end for one of the others though. Different prompt, came up with something much ghostier for it. But yeah, I decided to write this one instead. And go with the concept of spirit as in like, you know, when people say you've got spirit to mean like you've got a really good attitude. So I went with that instead. I'm pretty sure I'm going to mess this one up because I really struggled to record this one. He's not very fast and he's not very smart, and no one believes he's gonna get very far like that. That's just a fact of life. He's not very cool and he's not very strong, but he doesn't care if it takes twice as long. He's gonna get. That's just a fact of life. So he'll keep running, running, so he'll keep running, So he'll keep running and running until he gets faster, running and running until he's at faster. And he's coming, he knows he can feel it. Gotta give it to him, the boy's got spirit. It's A, G, D, and E again. It's my go-to happy song chords again. I really think that sounds like something as well, is the other thing that's bothering me about that one. Like, I get that with my songs sometimes. Like, I had to play the tracks for the album to James in the studio the first time when he listened to them. I was like, does this one remind you of something? Because I feel like I've accidentally plagiarised something here, but I can't think what it is. And I tried singing it into that, like, what's the app called? Shazam. I tried singing it into the Shazam app, right? Nothing came up. So I don't know if that's 'cause like it doesn't exist and I haven't plagiarized somebody, or if it's just that I'm singing it so wrong, or because like it's not actually the song, it can't tell just from melody. I don't know. I don't know if just singing a melody into Shazam actually works or not. I thought it did. So, but anyway. But I've had that with this again. I've got this feeling. That bit where it starts going, he keeps running and running until he gets faster, looking and working until he's a master. That sounds like something to me. I feel like that melody already exists in a song somewhere. I just can't think what the song is. If it doesn't, I'll be very shocked, because that familiar feeling, I feel like, is not just because I've been singing it loads. Anyway, but yeah, I basically wrote a song that's like a theme song for any of the anime protagonists from stuff I watched as a kid. I feel like this song wouldn't sound out of place as a Naruto opener. Like Naruto or what else? Oh, My Hero Academia would definitely fit on that. Anywho, that was day number 6. I probably won't revisit that one. I don't think. That's one of the ones that I'm not that fussed about. I think it was fun. It turned out all right, but I don't think it would go anywhere. So that's not one I would come back to. I don't think I'd come back to this next one either, just 'cause I think it's decent. I think it's good. It's just not not a concept or a song that I feel like stretching out anymore. 'Cause day number 7, we're on now. Day number 7, the prompt was fan. And I wound up writing something about how weird fandom actually is. Which I don't dislike, but it's not one I think I'm going to revisit again. Anyway, this is how it went. My cuffs just being annoying there. Just fix them. Must be strange. Must be strange to know. Must be strange to know the strangers know your name, your face, your date of birth, and every place you've been to. That they collect these facts and figures and score themselves on all this trivia to decide how much they love you. And in their heads they form beliefs and strong opinions about what they believe are your opinions. And when you stray too far from them, they love you a little bit less. Thousands of people in love with the idea of you. That must take some serious getting used to. Thousands of people you've never even met. Fandom's as strange as relationships can get. Played that very wrong there, sorry. It's also not like the easiest one to play, because I put in, there's not just 4 chords. Went a bit more adventurous with that one. But yeah, I think I sort of just lent into my fears about fandom, because like I've been giving this a lot of thought lately. And it's something I think about a lot, because, you know, I'm trying to have a career in music and trying to think about what I actually want that career to look like. And something I think about quite a bit is how I don't really like the idea of having a huge number of fans, of especially not like proper fanatic fans who who genuinely believe that they know who you are and get like proper hurt when they find out that actually there's something different about you that they weren't expecting. Because I've been in fandom my entire life. I've always been somebody who I participated in a lot of different fandoms as a kid. I've been to anime. I've been to comic conventions and stuff like that, and I got into the whole emo, pop, punk, rock community, and I got into the K-pop community, and all of those are some of the most toxic aspects of fandom, I think. Like, I was exposed to a lot of the toxic sides of fandom very young, and got involved in fandoms that have a reputation for being very fanatic. And there are certain bits of it, I think, that even when people criticise, like stan culture, when people criticise what K-pop stans are like, and people are like, yeah, but there are good K-pop fans too. It's like, yeah, but there are good K-pop fans, but they're also like weird still, isn't it? Like, the whole concept of fandom is weird, and being a fan and considering yourself a hardcore fan of somebody is weird, because that's a real person that you're basically worshipping. Yeah, and it's not something I've ever really felt fully comfortable with. So I've been leaning more and more lately into the fact that I think that I want to put out my original music still, and I'd like to have people who like my music and listen to my music and support me being able to put out albums of my own stuff as well. But I think more and more I'm realizing that I would rather just do the production and the writing side of things more, and not be notorious, not be known for my own original music in the way that someone like Taylor Swift is. I don't think I would ever want to be as big as Taylor Swift. God, that would be awful. So if you guys could keep us at a low level, gatekeep me. Feel free to gatekeep me. No, 'cause that's also weird fan behavior in it. But yeah, I've been thinking more and more about that. So I feel like all those thoughts sort of just spilled out in that song when I saw that prompt. I couldn't help but write about it, about all the feelings I was having thinking about fandom. Yeah. Anywho, on a brighter note, on a less existential note, this next one's just a bit of fun. Day number 8 we're on now, aren't we? Tell me if I've gotten that right or not, guys, 'cause I'm already losing count. I think we're on day 8. Can't tell because I've done things in the wrong order here, 'cause I feel like there should be a... Yeah, that one's in the wrong place, innit? I think. Just so I play these in the right order. Yeah. Day 8, the prompt was watch. Low-key fandom indeed. Low-key fandom. Just, like, I just want a nice group of people who like my music, but who aren't too obsessed with me. Sounds really weird and arrogant to say out loud, didn't it? Please don't get too obsessed. But I mean, like, I want people to listen to my music, yeah. And I like the idea of people who want to support my music career. But I don't think I'd ever want to get, like, those people who are proper fans of you, and where they'll listen to something even if they don't like the song that much and try and make themselves like it just 'cause they like you. Like, if you don't like a song of mine, just don't listen to it. You don't need to support it just 'cause it's me. And because that's where you get, like, the weird behaviour if they genuinely think they know these people. And I wouldn't want that. Don't think. I've got to work out how I keep that boundary. Maybe I just keep reminding people that I am, in fact, a failure at life, and then they'll never become a true fan of me, because how could you become a true fan if someone is chaotic? Oh, my eyelashes are annoying me. Yes, be a fan of this. Be a fan of... Excuse me a second while I fuss about the fact that my eyelashes are irritating my eyes. Oh. So professional. So worthy of love and attention. Anyway, day number 8 was the prompt was watch. And I wrote this little ditty for it. Yeah, I quite like this one. I might revisit this one. I think this one has potential. I don't remember how the guitar goes though. I think it went like that, didn't it? You keep checking your wrist like you some. You keep checking your wrist like you've somewhere else to be. Like, try it again. 1 sec. You keep checking your wrist like there's somewhere else to be. Like there's someone more important waiting for you than me. And I know there's a time limit. You keep checking your wrist like you're somewhere else to be. Like there's someone more important waiting for you than me. Like I will get this right. You keep checking your wrist like you're somewhere else to be. Like there's someone more important waiting for you than me. And I know there's a time limit on this interaction, but you don't have to treat it like a. But you don't have to treat it like a transaction. It hurts, I can't deny it. I know you're trying to time it. If you feel so obliged to stay just to be polite, then go, oh go, just go. 'Cause watching you watch is no dinner and a show. Sorry about that, guys. I just could not. That one was one that wasn't like the simplest of rhythms to remember. And it was one I think I literally wrote the day before and then recorded, so I didn't play it that much before I recorded it, so it's not as fresh in my head. So should have. I didn't get to that one to have a look at when I was going through the earlier ones. I should have made a note of which ones I really need to remind myself of. Oh no, Andy. That's a shame. But yes, I chose to. I started with the whole idea of like somebody who just keeps checking their watch for some reason. I thought, why would that annoy somebody? Oh, if you're on a date and they keep checking their watch, like that would be annoying. So I decided to write the song about a bad date, with that as the concept. And I think it quite works. And I think it's definitely one I'll go back to and flesh out. Again, I don't think it's something I would release. It doesn't sound like something I would release, I think. But one I would definitely like to try writing out further. Then I can see if anybody else wants it. Right. I liked this one. I quite like this next one. Day number 9, is this? Yeah, day number 9. Number 9. Totally know what day it is. Day number 9. The prompt was pressure. It took me ages to come up with something, and then I was just sitting trying to force it out. And I came up with this. I came up with this first line while I was in work, I think. Yeah, I think I came up with this first line while I was in work, and then it just flowed from there. And this is what we wound up with. It bubbles up slowly, it really takes its time, but when it takes a hold of me, there's no warning sign, 'cause it's been sitting at a simmer for the longest time, and I had myself convinced that everything was fine. But there's bubbles in my blood, and they're starting to fizz up, and I know that I can only take so much before it just before it just parts. Another one I think definitely has potential. I'm not sure I like the line. I'm not sure about the lines in the chorus, 'cause like the idea I was sort of going with was like I wanted to start with that. I had that idea of it bubbles up slowly. It really takes its time. Was the first line I came up with, and I was thinking like how these ideas of things that are building up pressure. Yep, I remember you liking this one. Yeah, these things building up pressure, like bubbles building up in a bottle, and then the bottle then bursts open, or a pan that boils over. And then I also had the thought of like, 'cause when you're in high pressure, like actual physical pressure, not like mental pressure, but physical pressure, the effect it has on the body is little bubbles can form in the blood, bubbles of oxygen, and that's what happens if you get is it called hypoxia? When divers move between different levels of pressure too quickly, and they don't allow themselves to either pressurize or depressurize at the right rate, and you wind up with little bubbles of oxygen building up in the blood, and it basically just makes you fizz up, which is not meant to happen. And I thought of that sort of image of the bubbles in your blood starting to fizz up, linking back to the idea of a bottle that fizzes up and it's about to explode. But I'm not sure if it sounds silly or not. Like I think it's a good image because like it's accurate. But like, would people just think it's kind of weird to sing? There's bubbles in my blood and they're starting to fizz up. Like, does it sound weird? I can't decide or not if it sounds silly or cool. But I quite liked the idea. I think I do need to work on something for the bit, 'cause that goes. But bubbles in my blood and the starting to fizz up, and I know that it can only take so much before it just. I'm not so keen on that bit. I'm not really sure that that's quite right. So I might revisit that one at some point and tweak it and maybe flesh it out. Okay. Oh, this was another one I really liked. We had some good ones in this. Quite a few of the ones I quite liked in a row for that week. I was on a bit of a roll that week with I managed to come quite a few in a row, and a few that I would definitely go back to, and I think sound quite good. Pat myself up on the back again moment there. But yeah, day 10. We are on day 10, right? I think we're on day 10. Yeah, 'cause then it's the next to the 5, innit? Day 10, the prompt was pick. Now, unfortunately, obviously, I can't do the harmonies I did on this one live, and I think that what I liked a lot about this one was the harmonies as well. But it goes like this. Pick me, pick me, pick me. Pick me. If you're gonna fast this and make a big deal out of nothing, try and figure out who happens. Less the words once too often, 'cause you can't stand the thought not having me to yourself. If you have to make it a competition, 'cause you I'm gonna start again because I like this one. I want to do it right. Pick me. If you're gonna force this and make a big deal out of nothing, try and figure out who happens. Test the words once too often, 'cause you can't stand the thought not having me to yourself. You have to make it a competition, 'cause you think you know what my decision will be. Well, just don't regret. when I wrote that as well, the idea was that it would I wanted to use the fact that when you put things on TikTok, they would just restart at the start of the video, and you get people doing these loops. And I wanted to try and do a loop with it because I liked the fact that it could start with that "I pick me," ooh, and that would be in the chorus, and it would just restart, and the song would just keep going over and over and over again naturally. Unfortunately, the loop did not work out very well. Because I did not know how to film a loop like that works very well. And so it doesn't really feel like it loops naturally. There's sort of a break in it where it's not going to be there, and yeah, it doesn't really work that well. I did it again with the actual prompt to loop. I did the same thing, and again, it's worked out better with the loop prompt, but it still didn't really feel like it was looping like it was meant, and like people would get the effect, which was annoying. But oh well. Only so much you can do in the short space of time. If I'd had longer, if I'd planned more in advance these things, I could have put more practice in and put more prep in, and put more effort into editing the video to really make that loop work better. But it just didn't wind up with the time. It's a shame. But yeah, I really like that one, and that is one I'd definitely come back to. I think it turned out quite pretty. Okay, then we had our second of the writing a song with all 5 of the previous prompts in the lyrics. So this one has pick, pressure, watch, spirit, and fan in it. And I went with, again, sort of a celebrity sort of themed one. Of the pressures of fame sort of thing, because I thought that's what most of those words sort of felt like they leaned into. So this is what we came up with. Oh, actually, I think I plucked this, didn't I, rather than strum. You feel them watch you calling out to boo. Yeah. You feel them watch you. You feel them watch you. You feel them watch. Ugh. You feel them watch you. You feel them watch you calling out to boo. You feel the pressure pressing down on you to be perfect. And everything you do, that's the spirit getting to it. Don't you want 'em to pick you? If you do it right, then everyone will be your biggest fan. No need to fight. Just all you have to do is stick to the plan. Don't you wanna be liked? La 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 la. Like, don't you wanna be liked? La 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 la. Liked. I did a terrible job of that there. I'm really sorry about that. We'll hopefully get better towards the more recent ones that I remember a bit better how they were actually going. Again, I'm really happy with that one. I'm definitely going to go back to that one because I've always had this idea in mind of trying to write an album about celebrity, like one of those albums with a story behind it, where you like pick one of these teen girl success stories that then the press take pleasure in tearing down, and you watch them then just descend into drug use and mental health issues, and it's a pattern that keeps happening, and we keep saying, oh, we have to learn from this, we have to do better, that we don't learn from it or do better. We just keep repeating it with the next teen celeb that comes along, and I worry for the next batch that are coming up now, and if they're going to get treated the same way, because it's too young. It's too young. Fame too young is definitely not healthy at all. I don't think there's anyone who got famous that young and hasn't ended up with a whole load of issues from it. But yeah, so I feel like if I ever decide to write that album, that song would fit really well on that. Okay. I think we're going to try and we'll do the next batch of 5, and then I'll probably pause after that because I'm probably going to need more water. So we shall do the next batch of 5 before we take our break. So, we are on to day 11, and day 11's prompt was stuck. And very unironically, I wound up stuck on this prompt. I remember telling you guys that I was very stuck on it. But again, in the end, I'm pretty happy with what I came up with. If I can remember how it goes something like this. One step forward, 2 steps back, something's pulling on. One step forward, 2 steps back, something's pulling on me, caught and snagging my mind, and it starts to Try again, sorry. Got to turn the guitar down a tad. One step forward, 2 steps back, something's pulling on me, caught and snagging my mind, and it starts to unwind. A little strike can catch on a nail, it's not quite smooth, and now you start to untangle, and now you have to untangle before you can move. Or your wrist just ripping right through. And is that what you wanna do? Do you know what you wanna do? Ta-da! Another one that doesn't have an end to it yet. Again, I like that one. I'd definitely come back to it. I think I'd work on it. That's a very me one, that one as well, I think. I think that would work as something I would release. I don't really have much else to say about that one because it's pretty self-explanatory. I think you guys know what it's about. It's obviously what it's about. you can tell from it. It's not cryptic or anything. So yeah. On to day 12. The prompt for day 12 was roof, and this is when things started to things started falling apart for the drawing version of the Inktober challenge pretty quickly. But this was the first one I didn't actually finish. I said I'd come back and finish that one. I think I will finish that picture because it was turning out quite well, so I definitely will finish that picture at some point. Again, I'm quite happy with this song. Staring out across the rooftops of this beautiful sea, all I feel is far from home. Dark blue are the mountains against the pastel buildings look so pretty, but these aren't the colors I know. And it's funny how you need a little distance to understand which thoughts are your own. Stan is looking out across the room, is looking out across the room. There's a shelter so many, I have never felt so alone. Sorry, that was really depressing, isn't it? That's definitely the saddest of the ones I wrote, I think. I went for because we all know about Grenoble, the year abroad. Sorry, I've got to go. No problem, Daniel. Have a good evening. Enjoy Strictly. You will not see me next week because I was gonna announce this in the stream, but I will let you know. I'm taking a break from all of my content for a month, so I don't know if I'll stream at all next month. I'll let you guys know if I decide to do a stream at any point, but I might not. I might not stream for the whole month. I'm definitely not going to put up any YouTube videos for the whole month. And you might just get occasional TikToks or social media posts is going to be all I really do. A little bit of me in the studio probably. But I'm not doing any of my regular content for an entire month because this month has been so hectic. And I'll talk about it more at the end of the stream. Anyway, but yeah, no, I'm not streaming next week, definitely. So you will not see me next week. But I'll probably be streaming again in December, at the earliest, I would think. yeah, so have a lovely evening, and I shall see you when I come back and start streaming again. But I shall say toodles for now. But yeah, and have a lovely evening, and enjoy Strictly. Anywho, what was I saying? Roof. Yes. I feel like anyone who knows how I did a year abroad in France, and I went to Grenoble for my year abroad, and how that was when I had my first proper like little wobble with my mental health that was particularly bad. There's some obvious imagery in here that is definitely about Grenoble, 'cause that's just what I thought of when I thought about rooftops. 'Cause I was in a quite high. I was on a fifth floor flat in my student accommodation out there, and you could literally just look out across the city, and there was the mountains behind, and the scenery was very different there from what I was used to, and so I used to just stare out at it quite a bit, just marveling at how pretty it was, and also how far away from home I was, 'cause like every time I looked out my window, I just had this reminder, like, I am not at home. I am definitely not at home, 'cause home does not look like this. So I went with that sort of feeling. It wound up really depressing. I'm sorry about that. I wrote a really sad song there. I might revisit that one at some point, but I don't really know, just 'cause like it's really specific to me, and I don't know if I want to write another sad song about my breakdown, or if I'm over sad songs about having a breakdown now, or what. Who knows? Maybe I will revisit it at some point, or maybe I'll tweak it to work for something else. But yeah, that was day 12. Here we have day 13, which was the prompt was tick. This is what I came up for this one. My mixing desk is too far away from me, but I can't really move it any closer, 'cause I have to have the music stand right in front of me here. Got this. That again, my go-to again. I just spent all day in my head again. Barely managed to get out of bed again. Got lost in the land, I should have said again. Feeling like my feet were made of lead again. Oh, I wish a tick with magic. Oh, I wish a tick with magically appear on my to-do list. I wish I had enough energy just to do this. Like tick done, tick done, tick done, done. Now what's next? I feel like that sounds like Baby Steps' little sister or something. That one. I quite like it, and I think I will definitely revisit it. It sounds definitely like something I would put out. I don't know if I ever would, or if I would like try and, just because I think it does really remind me of Baby Steps quite a bit, that one sonically, and I would probably produce it very similarly. And I don't know if I'd want to put out an album that it would fit on in future, or if that would be one where I see if anybody else is interested in it. 'Cause while I think it's very me, I think that it also, it could easily be something that someone else would want to pick up. But it might sound a bit samey if I just keep putting out sad little cutesy songs like that. I must have missed one here, surely, because that's Oh, I forgot to go back. I've done these wrong, right? I got numbers wrong there because I forgot to go back to sour. So Stuck was not actually day 11. Sour was day 11. Stuck was day 12. Roof was day 13. Tick was day 14. We'll go back and we'll do day 11, which was sour, and then we'll do day 15. I knew that was going to happen because they're not in the right order, all of them. Anyway, this is how the sour one went. This one's quite angry. How did I play this? Did I strum it? I think I did. I think I strummed it like that. You're not special. You don't deserve it more than anybody else. And you're not better just 'cause you did it all by yourself. You're just sour. You're not wrong when you say life isn't fair. It's a struggle, and you've seen your fair share. You're so sour. And truth is, no one owes you a prize just 'cause you really tried. It's fine, it hurts sometimes, no one would deny. But you keep eating sour grapes and then complain that they're not wine. No one likes someone who's sour all the time. That one I think is quite cute, quite simple again. Nothing particularly special. So you're not special song. But yeah, I quite like that one. I'd definitely revisit it, I think. I called that one a bit of a call out to myself as well, I think, because it was a bit. It was another one of those that I think we can all get wrapped up in those jealous thoughts sometimes, and those entitled thoughts like, oh, you know, I work so hard, I should have more than this. Like, no, you shouldn't. That's not how the world works. Right. Day 15. Day 15's prompt was helmet. And this is what I wrote for this one. I don't remember how this goes at all. Oh. Okay, yep. All wrapped up in cotton wool, put your helmet on in case you fall. You're way too small to be climbing trees that tall. Maybe before you run, you should learn to crawl. Slow down in case you fall. I know you need to feel like you can protect me. One day you'll need to set me free. And if I fall, I fall. But I got my helmet on. That was not at all the song I planned to write for Helmet. I really wanted to write like a song about going off on an adventure for Helmet or something like that. I just couldn't come up with it. And then this popped into my head, so I thought, right, we'll go with that, even though it isn't what I wanted to write. So now I need to write a nice adventure song, I think, because I really wanted to write an adventure song from that, and I just didn't. Oh, this is another one of my faves that I quite like. I think this one turned out pretty cool. This is the third installment of the 5 prompts in one song. We've got sour, stuck, roof, tick, and helmet in this one. And it goes like this. Something's left a sour taste in my mouth. Something in the way. Something's left a sour taste in my mouth. Something in the way you said. Aren't you scared the time will run out and you'll be stuck while they pull ahead? Living in the same house you've lived your whole damn life. 'Cause you're a thrill chaser, boy racer who never wears a helmet. Off the tick, yet another big adventure off that bucket list. What's so scary? Broken bones can heal right, heal right. I swear if you were standing on the roof of a skyscraper, jump just to feel alive. Oh, 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 oh. I feel like there's another one that I wrote later that actually fits quite well with that one, and maybe I'll try and combine them together. 'Cause there's another one that's sort of got similar themes to it that I wrote for one of the later prompts. But yeah, I quite liked that one. I think it turned out quite good, and I think I'm definitely gonna go back to that one and flesh it out more. Right, I'm gonna take a quick 5-minute break to get some more water and stuff, 'cause I feel like this is a good place to break. We're sort of halfway through, and then we shall do the rest. And I think we'll finish on In Love with a Ghost for the evening. And if there's anything else you would like to hear as maybe one other song before I do that one, let me know. And if not, we'll just finish on In Love with the Ghost when we're through here. But yeah, we shall come back in a few minutes, guys, after I have topped up my water and stuff. I shall pop some music on for you, so I'm not abandoning you. Oh, that's loud.
Try and bring me down, doesn't really matter anymore. You say you can have this spell. There was no war anyway. A wise commander, I just can't follow your God-given advice. Oh, King of Banter, you're not so good at playing nice. Don't understand me much, must be that I'm losing such a reality. Can't be you losing your touch. If you alone is not enough, the problem must be me. Why can't you just let it go? Stop putting on such a show. For once, go ahead and fire. You won't hit me where I'm standing now. Go ahead and fire. Try and bring me down, doesn't really matter anymore. You say you can have this spell. There was no war anyway. A mystery, a tragedy, you're nothing more than a pain to me. Got your kitty go at the door, 'cause I can't take it anymore. The fighting, the poking, the constant provoking, the way that you chat, then you act like you're joking. You smile all the while like you're doing me a favor, but when I talk back, you're like, so whatever. I gave you the start, just a mind about you, busy traveling the world and breaking all those hearts, and there's no more time for little old me. Well, if that's the way it's gotta be, then go ahead and fire. You won't hit me where I'm standing now. Go ahead and fire. Try and bring me down, doesn't really matter anymore. You say you can have this spell. There was no war anyway. Ripples in the water, so my soul, slowing my heartbeat, restoring control. Watch the sunlight dance from the safety of the shade. As above me, sound of the passing train starts to fade. Here by the riverside, somewhere south of paradise ending. Here in my solitude, I am safe to stay and brood freely.
Okay, I am back. let's just get right into it, I think, and do these last half. So, day number 16, this will be, won't it? Compass. Day number 16 was Compass. Oh, I didn't like this one that much, but a lot of other people did. This one did quite well on TikTok.
If you keep the sun on your left shoulder, what does that mean again? And moss only grows on which side of the tree? And then if someone could just tell me which of the stars in the sky is the north one, which is the path less traveled on? Should I pick the easy one? Does it even matter? Every path leads to the end destination, trying to find a pattern. Figure out perfect course correction, but I don't need a compass to know the right direction. Da da da.
Yeah, I wasn't as keen on this one. I like bits of the lyrics, but I wasn't really that keen on what I came up with melody-wise and chord-wise. So I might revisit it at some point and just rejig it a bit. But a lot of other people quite liked it. I think they liked the chorusy bit, and I think the chorusy bit does work quite well, but I feel like maybe the start needs a bit of work. Day number 17. Day number 17, the prompt was a collide. Just going to check that I am going out all right still and that people are with me. That there has been no issue there. Because I don't want to be talking into the ether if it's not going out for you guys. So let me know that if you are there and you can see and hear me still. But yeah, day number 17, the prompt was collide. This is definitely one of my top 5, I think. This is easily one of the top 5 for me, I think. I'm so proud of this one.
We didn't really meet, we just crashed into each other. It wasn't nice and neat, and we weren't really good for each other. We didn't really meet, we didn't really meet, we just crashed.
Let me try it again, one sec.
We didn't really mean, we just crashed into each other. It wasn't nice and neat, and we weren't really good for each other.
I will get this right.
We didn't really mean, we just crashed into each other. It wasn't nice and neat, and we weren't really good for each other. It was destined to be that it would all fall apart. 'Cause you and me, we were doomed from the start. 'Cause we don't speak, we mostly just scream. And you laugh back more than laugh with me. And when we're together, we both gotta mean. And I don't really think you even like me. It isn't what it means to be lovers. Collide.
Ah, that one was much better when I did it, because it sounds better with the harmonies put on as well. But it was also much better when I did it properly the first time. That is definitely in my top 5, I think. And that one didn't do as well on TikTok as I was hoping. I thought other people would really love that one a lot, but like, I don't know if I posted it at a bad time, or because like all sorts of different things decide whether a video is successful, don't they? Not just whether it's good or not. So I think I'll repost that one at some point, because I think it's one of my faves that I've done. Okay, capo in same place, cool. Day number 18. The prompt was moon. And I wrote this.
Soft silver light breaking up the night, telling me soft silver light breaking up the night, telling
dancing across the woods, setting dewdrops in a flame. Ooh, a haunted sky by a ghost moon, telling tales of a past life. Oh, ooh, a haunted night. The strangest things can happen beneath the moonlight. I quite like that one. I'll definitely revisit that one. I think it works really spooky. Could do a really spooky song out of that one. Day number 19 was our loop one. This one's really simple, this song I came up with. And it, like I said, I designed it to loop. So it would go like this. Work, home, rinse, repeat. Pick something to wear, pick something to eat. Work, home, rinse, repeat. Pick something to wear, pick something to eat. Has it started feeling pointless? Has it started feeling pointless? Yeah. Wondering if this is as good as it gets. Try it again. Work, home, rinse, repeat. Pick something to wear, pick something to eat. Work, home, rinse, repeat. Pick something to wear, pick something to eat. Has it started feeling pointless? Yeah. Wondering if this is as good as it gets. When did you stop dreaming? Stop living, just existing like work, home, rinse, repeat. Pick something to wear, pick something to eat. Work, home, rinse, repeat. Pick something to wear, pick something to eat. Has it started feeling pointless? And it would just go over and 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 over again. Until it literally drove you crazy. And I really thought that would work quite well if I could have gotten the loop to work. But again, the loop didn't work quite as well as I would have liked, so I don't think it was that effective. I don't think I'll revisit that one because I mostly just tried to make it work as a loop. And I think it would be quite boring as a song. I don't know how I'd stretch it out and make it not boring. Plus, it's quite depressing. So I don't think I'll revisit that one. Anyway, on to day 20. Day 20, prompt was Sprout. They came up with this cute little song.
Just a tiny stem breaking through the dirt, and it's scary when everything's a first. You barely grown a leaf, but you're already hurt. You're too easy to step on. But for something so small, you're oh so strong. One day you'll grow tall. It won't take very long. So sprout your leaves, little seedling. You're right where you belong.
It's cute, that one. Again, I don't think I'd revisit it because it's cute and sweet and all, but it's a bit, it's a bit boring. And I think it works as a short song like that. I don't think I'd stretch it. I think if you tried to make that a full, proper song, you'd just be stretching it too far. But it's a cute little thing that I quite like. On to the next of our five prompts in one song. This was days 16 to 20, Compass, Collide, Moon, Loop, and Sprout. And again, this is another one I'm quite proud of. I like this one. Mainly because I quite like the melody to it and the chord progression. Oh, that bottle has just soaked my hand with condensation. Okay.
A compass isn't gonna help you find your way to the moon. It's not a question of direction, more ambition and decisions you made.
Try it again. Need the headphone off this one.
A compass isn't gonna help you find your way to the moon. It's not a question of direction, more ambition and decisions you made. And you ain't got what it takes. 'Cause you just wrap back around till you start in position. You got no faith in
It doesn't help that I've written this one out funny because I've put one of the lines right at the bottom that goes in the middle because I came up with it later. Right. A compass isn't gonna help you find your way to the moon. It's not a question of direction, more ambition and decisions you make. And you ain't got what it takes. 'Cause you just look back around till you start in position. You got no faith in completing this mission. 'Cause you are just gonna spread some wings and fly into that night sky without running the risk that you might just collide with those stars you've been shooting for. Something like that. I feel like that one, I don't know if I'll be able to stretch it out into a longer song, but I'd really like to try because I like all the stuff that's in that, and I feel like if I could come up with some other interesting stuff to go with it, that could be a really cool song that I would be very proud of. Oh. My whole face is irritated by the lashes at this point. Can't wait to take them off. Right. We're on to day 21. We're getting there now. We're in the home straight. And this prompt was fuzzy. This is another of my contenders for the top 5, I think, of the ones I've written. I love this one. This one did do well as well. I was quite happy about. I would have been very sad if this one didn't do well. There's a warmth spreading up from my toes, through my belly to the tips of my ears, across the bridge of my nose, and the weight lifted off of my shoulders was so heavy, but I feel so light now that I let it go. 'Cause there's a giddiness building up in my throat, and I'm giggling too much, I already know. This fuzzy feeling is one I can't help but show. There's a warmth spreading up from my toes, through my belly to the tips of my ears, across the bridge of my nose, and the weight lifted off of my shoulders was so heavy, but I feel so light now that I let it go. There's a giddiness building up in my throat, and I'm giggling too much, I already know. This fuzzy feeling is one I can't help but show. I'm definitely going to write that one out full because I think that one's adorable. And I really want to write it out, and I'd definitely put that on one of my albums, I think. That one's mine. Other people can't have that one. Because I really love that one. I think that one is probably my fave of them all. Out of all, because it's just so cute and fun as well as being one I'm proud of. I think that one's my fave. Right. Then we have day number 22. The prompt was open. This one I think is decent. Again, it's not an amazing one. It's not one that I would say is in my top 5, but I'm quite proud of it still. I think it sounds pretty good. You can read me like an open book, and it's embarrassing. I don't know where I should look. Those cheeks won't hide a thing. Wish you'd give a little more away. 'Cause you have me reading between the lines of everything that you say. 'Cause sometimes there's a glimmer of hope, but I don't know it's not words or just a joke, but it's never enough for me to really know. So please open up to me. Oh, please open up to me. Ta-da! Yeah. It's another one I think is quite fun. And I probably will revisit it and write it out, but I might change the chord progression or something. I'll definitely put it a bit lower, I think, to make it easier to sing. 'Cause it's a bit meh at the moment. But I think it has potential. Potential. It's another one of those with potential. Right, day number 23. The prompt was leak. Watch me not be able to figure out how this one went again. Okay, yep. Nope, got it. You put a hole in me and watch me bleed out right through the soul. You put a hole in me and watch me bleed out right through the soul of me until it drains out. You're holding on to me. You put a hole in me and watch me bleed out right through the soul of me and it all just drains out. You're holding on. This one was tricky because I gave it a stupid rhythm. You put a hole in me, watch me bleed out right through the soul of me. It all just drains out. You're holding on to me, and now you're dragging me down. I might just drown, 'cause I sprung a leak with every word you speak. Sprung a leak, yeah, you're trying at me. I'll soon be empty. Another one I think has potential. I'm not massively fussed about it, but I think it has potential. Oh, day number 24. This one is one I don't really like that much. I think it's a bit meh, so I definitely won't revisit this one. I think I might try again at writing a song on the subject, but I didn't like the song I wrote. But the day 24 was Extinct was the prompt, and I went with this, and I just think it's so naff. It's just so naff, this. Think I'd like to walk with dinosaurs just once. Felt a woolly mammoth's coat, watch the saber-tooth hunt, and I'd rather see a lion in the wild than in a zoo. One day only read about them as creatures we once knew. 'Cause the buzzing of bees should introduce the spring. The song should fill the trees, let the grey apes sing. 'Cause wouldn't it be too sad, don't you think? If one day it's all too young, to just let go extinct. No, don't like that one. It's naff, that one, I think. But it was alright. It was a song from the prompt, so we put it up. I won't revisit that particular song. I might revisit the concept and try and write something about endangered animals at some point. I don't know how. I don't know if I'll ever write a song I'm actually like in that subject, but we'll see. But that one's not the one. That one's definitely not the one. That one's extremely naff and sounds like something you put in like a children. You can imagine a children's choir singing it. That's what I don't like about it. Right. Day number 25. The prompt was Splat. I wrote a silly song about paint, 'cause that was all I could think of. This was a really hard prompt. It's just such a silly word to put in a song, innit? Paintbrush in hand, I take my stand, determined to give you fun. Oh, close my armor, know how it is summer. This canvas will be blank no more. I'm paralyzed by the pressure, determined that I won't just mess up. One stroke after another, bringing everything together. But first you must start with a splat. That one's proper silly. I don't know how you would can't write something serious with the word, around the word splat, can you really? But yeah, no. that one's not going to get revisited. This one might, maybe. This is the 5 prompts in one song for days 21 to 25. Fuzzy, open, leak, extinct, and splat. God, this one was really hard and took ages. I had this one written out for ages because I knew it was going to be hard, and I just kept staring at it like, why can't I think of anything? Because these prompts don't go well together. But this is what I came up with. I don't know if I'll ever revisit it because I think I've done an okay job with the prompts I had. But I think maybe it just doesn't work. But I don't know. Like I'm quite happy with how it turned out. But yeah, I don't know if I'll revisit it. But this is what I came up with. Huge raindrops land with a splat. Huge raindrops land with a splat across the windscreen. Lights bouncing off of the puddles make a fuzzy scene. And I can barely feel a thing as I watch you shelter in the overhang of a slightly open door. They already must be extinct. The love that I felt 'cause it doesn't hurt anymore. Now I'm distracted. I cannot read the chords here at all. What does that say? Right, let's try this again. Huge raindrops land with a splat across the windscreen. Lights bouncing off of the puddles make a fuzzy scene. Now I can barely feel a thing as I watch you shelter in the overhang of a slightly open door. It already must be extinct, the love that I felt, 'cause it doesn't hurt anymore. Now I'm distracted watching the girl behind you leap, and it turns, anger drains with every word that I speak, as I tell you it's over. God, that was easy. I like bits of it. Overall, I quite like the melody of it, and I quite like the lines about the huge raindrops land with a splat across the windscreen, the lights bouncing off the puddles make a fuzzy scene. Those two, I think, work. But then it gets into, it already must be extinct, the love that I felt, 'cause it doesn't hurt anymore. No, that is not a line I would ever have written if I didn't have to try and get the word extinct in this song. Same with I'm distracted watching the gutter behind you leak. Although that, I think, works a bit better if it weren't for that extinct line. I think if you take the extinct line out, maybe, the rest works all right, 'cause the gutter leaking only sounds as bad as it does because it's following the line before it that is also pretty bad. But I think the gutter leaking line would sound better if it weren't for that extinct line in the middle. Anyway, yeah, I think I did an okay job with that, given the how weird those words were to go together. But I think it has led to quite an unnatural sounding song. Right, we're in the last week, which means we've got 2 new songs at the end of this that you guys haven't heard yet that will go up tomorrow. But first, we've got Connect. I don't like this one. I'm just going to put it out there now. I don't like this one. I don't think it turned out very well. I was trying to throw in a different chord progression 'cause I've done a lot of the same chord progressions, and it didn't work out. So here's how it goes, and then we'll have the better one that followed. 6 degrees separation. 6 degrees separation, resting on one conversation. 6 degrees, 6 degrees, 6 degrees of separation. 6 degrees of separation, resting on one conversation. 6 degrees of separation, resting on one we all need. Someone to connect to. And for me, I'm so glad I met you. 'Cause you connect to me, I connect to you. You connect to me, I connect to you. Yeah, I think that one's a bit naff. I think it's a bit cheesy again. I could hear a children's choir singing it, so I don't like it. Sort of thing. Yeah, no, bit naff that one, I think. This next one, on the other hand, I really like. I might have to put it in my top 5. But yeah, the day 27. Oh my god. Day 27. Prompt was Spark. And I came up with this one. A fire can a fire. Oh, that's difficult to sing over the loud guitar. I used automation to make that louder when I recorded it. A fire can start from the tiniest of sparks. A fire can start from the tiniest of sparks. Oh, you should be careful with your words. Let's try this again, sorry. A fire can start from the tiniest of sparks. Oh, you should be careful with your words. Don't you see how they could hurt? C bar chord, that's what that says. Let's try it again. A fire can start from the tiniest of sparks. Oh, you should be careful with your words. Don't you see how they could hurt? And no, you didn't mean to cause any harm, but oh, you should be careful what you say. Someone could take it the wrong way. See how fragile some things are. A fire can start from the tiniest of sparks. Starting to blaze. You starting to blaze. Hey, that's another one I could definitely see a band doing. I think a band would definitely do great work at that. I feel like Bang Bang Romeo, I could hear singing that. Maybe I should try and sell it to them at the gig in November. Just try and catch them after the gig next week. Like, I've got a song I think you guys would sound ace singing. You want it? That's how you get people to buy songs, if you right. You just walk up to them after gigs like, I got a song, it'd be ace for you. Right. I got a Chip Shop song next that I put out the other day, day number 28. Prompt was crispy. I wrote an ode to chip shops, as you do. It's got that crunch you find so satisfying, that perfect tone that we all like. And when it sizzles, it's got that crunch you find so satisfying, that perfect tone that we all like. The way it sizzles while it's frying, perfect balance stays crispy till the very last bite. Oh, that one's just ridiculous. Day number 29 was more up my shit street. The prompt was Patch, and I wrote this. I quite like this one too. I think it's quite pretty. I ripped my jeans at the knee. I'll have to patch 'em up sometime next week. It's always seemed so strange to me. We call it patching it up when you're just trying to stop a bleed. A quick fix when you're in need. So, but a patch will hold so much better than a stitch. So patch me up in a rap, 'cause I'd rather last a little longer than this. Pretty. It sounds like another song I've written before though, because it's got exactly the same chord progression. Pretty much. The chords are in a slightly different order, but the chord progression is really similar there. So it sounds a lot like if you guys remember, I think I've played it at some point in a stream. I've played crap, what's it called? That one. I don't remember what I've called it now, because I renamed it because it used to be called Let It Go, and then I changed the chorus and I changed the name because Frozen came out and ruined that song for me. But also I didn't really like the chorus that much, so I changed it. I don't remember what I changed the name to, but that one, it's the same chord progression, so it sounds pretty similar there. Just enjoy the chipping. You gotta love a good chippy. Nice bit of bad cod. Anyway. This was today's one. We're on to day 30. This was the one I put up today. The prompt was Slither. I quite like this one. This one definitely has potential. I'll definitely be finishing this one, I think. I don't know if I would release it, or if I'd shop it around. I'm saying shop it around like I'm going to be able to shop these songs around and get someone to pick them up straight away, but you know what I mean. I might hold on to it and see if I can find someone who wants it in the future. You're a creep, yeah, it's as simple as that. And I don't really feel like sugarcoating facts. You make my skin grow, yeah, it's as simple as that. And my mind won't change no matter how much you ask, 'cause the words slither around your mouth. Then you play on the doubt that you don't know what you're doing. The alarm bells are ring over nothing, baby. Da 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 da. Yeah, I quite like that one. I'm definitely going to flesh that out, I think, because I think it works. Right, we have 2 more to go, and these are the 2 last ones that I will pop up tomorrow. Halloween's ones. One of which is very Halloweeny. So we'll have these 2, and I think we'll have In Love with a Ghost, and then we shall call it a night for the evening. So yeah, this is day 31's prompt that will go up tomorrow. The prompt was Risk, and this is what I came up with. I admit I'm a bit risk-averse. While even trying to make things better, I just make them worse. And I be the one in the movie saying, baby, don't read out that curse. 'Cause I'd rather get my thrills vicariously. Don't really see a point in living dangerously. I even pick my words kinda carefully, but carefully. And baby, you think that makes me kinda boring, that your life's kind of a mess. So I think your opinion's one I'll be ignoring. 'Cause I take calculated risks, I don't risk carelessly. 'Cause I'd rather miss a chance than not take care of me. Ta-da! That's not exactly how it goes. You'll hear how it goes better tomorrow, but it's not. It was one that was quite tricky to record as well. It took me a few attempts. This is the last of the 5 prompts, but it's actually 6 prompts because obviously 31 does not divide by 5 equally. So we have days 26 to 31. Connect, Spark, Crispy, Patch, Slither, Risk. This was hard until I decided to just embrace the silly and write essentially a Halloween song. I definitely will come back to this, and possibly next year this will be the Halloween song I put up, maybe, because I think it's got really good potential here. for a good spooky number. And this is how it currently goes.
Sign at the gate reads enter at your own risk. Your heart's beating fast, so you keep your pace brisk. The air leaves everything feeling crispy and shrouded in a whisper of mist. Did something just slither past your feet? Are you sure a ghost is something that you'd like to meet? So you follow every patch of moonlight and down until it's swallowed up and you lose sight. Spark a match, did you catch that flash in the distance? You connect the dots but it's too late. No one else to blame, you were warned at the gate.
That one I'm very happy with, and I think is the perfect one to put up on Halloween. I'm glad I got a really good spooky one to put up on Halloween. Yeah, so that will go up tomorrow, and I reckon I will come back to that and try and finish it, and fingers crossed, if it turns out well, you may well find that's the song I put up next Halloween. Who knows? Anywho, I'm going to put the guitar down now, and we'll have a quick chat about what I'm doing for a month. And then we shall end on In Love with a Ghost for you all, as we have to do on Halloween now. It's become Halloween tradition now. So I'm going to take a full month off of posting all of my regular content. This doesn't mean I won't post at all. I may well pop up with posts on my socials and stuff and TikTok. I'll probably still post on TikTok every now and then, little things, because obviously those are much shorter videos, they're little things, and I quite often just make cute little things on there that are easy to make. And there will be studio updates, because obviously the 2 weeks in the middle of November I am in the studio, which is part of why I am taking this entire month off, because I really want to concentrate on the album a bit more. So there'll be stuff when I'm in the studio, definitely. But the other reason I'm taking this entire month off is because, as I mentioned earlier when I was talking about the fan song, I'm leaning more and more towards the idea that I really want to do songwriting most of all, and production work, and I really want to get more into knowing enough about production to produce stuff myself that I can then send off to people, because I'm not that keen on being a big famous pop star. I used to think that's what I really wanted to do, like, you know, I want to do music, therefore I want to be a big famous pop star, but the truth is I just want to do music, and I really don't care if I'm never famous for it. I don't care if I never win a Grammy. You know, I like the idea of it, but honestly, I don't like the idea of it in a lot of ways, because once you win a Grammy, that means you're pretty infamous, and I don't want to be infamous. So, like, I really want to just be able to do music more, and especially with working in the studio with Imogen and James on my tracks, I see what they're doing with the studio, and I just think that's more what I want to do, is work on projects that I send off to other people, you know, my own original stuff that I can put up as a passion project, my own original stuff that I then send off to other people to, you know, I think this song would really work for you. But also I'd really love to help other people write songs and produce stuff, and realise their stuff, because then you get to work on so many projects that you would never be able to think of yourself, because they're not in your ballpark, but that you could have so much fun with. I want to do more of that, and I think in order to do more of that, I really need to take some time away from the posting on the socials so much, because it takes up so much time. Just thinking of stuff to post takes up so much time, and take that pressure off for a bit of feeling like I have to post everything I'm doing behind the scenes, and just do some behind the scenes stuff for a bit. So I'm going to take a full month off to work on the album, and to do some classes on Skillshare and stuff, and YouTube videos, really learning more about music production and practicing that, and just do some projects that I don't post, because I've been doing projects that I've been posting, but because I'm making a video out of it, I feel this pressure to try and make an entertaining video of some kind, and really what I need to do is sit down with the basic skills a bit, and that's not necessarily going to make entertaining content. So I'm going to do that for a month. So that's where I'm going to disappear to. I'm not disappearing for no reason. I will be back. I will still be posting. I just won't be posting my regular content, but I will still post things every now and then. What am I looking for? I'm looking for In Love with a Ghost. But the big thing is I won't be doing the the YouTube videos especially. There'll be no YouTube videos all month, and I won't do anything big for a while. Yeah. And hopefully when I come back, you guys will get better content out of it too, because I will overall improve my production skills and stuff, and I'll be able to do some more cool, fun content in that sort of vein. That's this one, right? Fireworks! It's Halloween, you don't set fireworks on Halloween. I don't think it's that one. I think it's this one. No, must be this one. Hey!
Oh, 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 boo.
I shall love you and leave you guys now with a bit of Love with a Ghost.
Oh, 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 boo.
Something's going bump in the night. Don't know why it is, but it's giving me a fright. I'm seeing some really strange sights. Cold spots and flickering lights. Oh, oh, oh no. Someone's on me. Oh, oh, oh no. What could this be? I'm in love with a ghost, in love with a ghost, in love with a ghost. I'm in love with a ghost, in love with a ghost, in love with a ghost. Oh, 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 oh. Scooby Dooby Doo, how the hell are you? 'Cause I'm in love with a ghost, in love with a ghost, in love with a ghost.
Oh, 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 boo. Oh, 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 boo.
I don't remember the words. Ah, no, we're going back because I remember them.
Oh, 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 boo. Oh, 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 boo.
I know it's not quite the norm. Most of us prefer our men in solid form. It's not what I was looking for, but I'm not scared anymore. Oh, oh, oh no. Someone's on me. Oh, oh, oh no. Tell me, what could this be? I'm in love with a ghost, in love with a ghost, in love with a ghost. I'm in love with a ghost, in love with a ghost, in love with a ghost.
Oh, 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 oh.
Scooby Dooby Doo, where the hell are you? 'Cause I'm in love with a ghost, in love with a ghost, in love with a ghost. Will you be doing this weekly streams? No, Andy, I will not be doing weekly streams throughout November. I may do a stream in November. I will make sure to give you guys plenty of warning if I plan to do one, so you know it's coming. But I might not. I might not do a stream for the whole of November. We will see. But I'm definitely not going to do weekly streams. They will come back December time, probably. Probably. No, they will come back December time. In December, I will come back and I will start streaming at the very least, even if I don't start with all of my regular content again. But I'm taking the full month of November off of all of the big content. So if there is a stream, it'll be a chilled stream at some point in November, maybe. But yeah, I'm not going to commit to doing any. Yeah. Anyway, that is it for the month then. And that is it for now. I shall be posting the Bad People song that I will leave that for you guys to hear tomorrow. I think there's no point doing a little silly try and play a bit of it now. It'd be too much of a faff. But that will go up tomorrow. It's almost finished. I'm just sort of tweaking some final bits in the mix. And I got all done up to record the video today, so hopefully there'll be quite a cool video to go with it. A simple but cool video to go with it. And that'll be the final bit of content for a bit. But yeah, thank you very much, everyone who came down tonight. Came down to the stream, where you didn't have to leave your house. And I hope you guys all have a nice rest of your weekend and a good Halloween. And I hope you all have a good month, because obviously I won't be chatting to you like this again anytime soon. And wish me luck with learning production stuff. Hopefully, I will come back and you will hear the progress. It'll be really good. It'll be worth it. You will hear the progress. I will not just spend a month doing nothing like sometimes happens when I say I'm going to take these breaks to do this stuff. I'm actually going to do it this time. I'm going to go in the studio. I'm going to nag James with all of the questions about production and microphones and stuff, and I'm going to watch all of the videos on YouTube and tutorials and do loads of little challenges for myself, and hopefully when I come back I'll have loads of ideas of things to post for you all. Anyway, I'm going to head off for the evening now and leave you to the rest of your Saturday nights, and see you again sometime in December, guys. But for now I shall say toodles and sign off.